By the time you hit 50, your muscle don't just shrink, they start changing inside, not belly fat, fat inside the muscle itself. Imagine a lean piece of meat slowly becoming marble with fat. It still looks like a muscle, but it becomes weaker, slower, less responsive. That's what can happen in aging muscle tissue. This condition is called intramuscular adipose tissue. IMAT. I'm Dr. Ngoundi, a medical doctor and a fitness enthusiast. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you what is actually happening inside your muscle after 40 and how you can reverse it. Most men think muscle loss after 40 is just shrinkage. That is only one part of the story. What research shows is more subtle. Muscle quality changes. Over time, fat can begin to accumulate within and between muscle fibers. Think of it like this: a steak that starts off dense and firm, but over time, fat begins to weave through it, not replacing everything, but disrupting structure and function. This is what scientists refer to as IMAT, intramuscular fat infiltration. And it matters because this fat is not passive, it is biologically active. It can contribute to local inflammatory environment in the muscles, which in turn makes it harder for the muscle to efficiently use energy and recover. So even if you are training, your muscle may not respond the way they used to. And this is why many men over 40 say, I'm doing the same things, but I keep getting different results. That is not the imagination, that is physiology changing. Now we go deeper because muscle loss after 40 is not only structural, it is also signally related. When you eat protein, your body uses an amino acid called leucine to trigger muscle building. This activates a pathway called mTOR, which regulates muscle protein synthesis. In younger adults, this system is highly sensitive, but with age, research shows something important. Your muscles become less responsive to the same signal, and this is called anabolic resistance. In simple terms, you now need a stronger muscle signal to build the same muscle building response. So, a meal that worked perfectly in your 30s may now produce a weaker response in your 40s and 50s. Not zero, but reduced efficiency, which means some of the protein you eat is more likely to be used for energy instead of muscle repair. So if your progress feels slower, this could be one of the key reasons. Now, let's talk about something most people feel before they understand it. It's not muscle size, it's power loss. After 40, you tend to lose more fat twitch muscle fiber. These are the fiber responsible for strength, speed, explosive movement, and visible muscle fullness. And this is why many men will notice slower recovery, weaker lift, and loss of athletic snap. Not just size change, but performance change too. And training style here matters. Many people continue to live the same way, up fast, down fast. But research in aging muscle shows something important. The eccentric phase, which is the lowering phase, create a stronger growth stimulus in older adults because that is where control tension build adaptation. Well, this is not about lifting heavier, it's about applying force under control. So, how do we reverse it? You may ask yourself. Here is the practical protocol based on current physiology. Step 1: Protein threshold strategy. Aim for adequate leucine rich protein per meal. In practice, this usually means 35 grams of high quality protein per meal. As example, you can have eggs, whey protein, lean meat, and fish. Our goal here is not random protein intake. Our goal is to consistently trigger the muscle building signal. Step 2: Slow the eccentric training. For the next 4 weeks, use controlled tempo. 3 seconds down, 1 second pause, and 2 second up. This is going to increase the time under tension and improve muscle activation in aging muscle tissue. Step 3, Zone 2 cardio. Well, this is often ignored, but it is very important. Low intensity steady cardio helps improve mitochondrial function, fat metabolism, and overall muscle efficiency. You should aim for 150 to 180 minutes per week. You can do walking, cycling, and incline treadmill. This supports a healthier muscle environment over time. Step 4, muscle memory advantage. Here is the good news. If you train in the past, your muscle retain additional nuclei called myonuclei, and these are part of long-term muscle adaptation. Research suggests they are not easily lost, which means your body can retain gain faster than you build it initially, but only if training and nutrition signals are restored. Well, if this is the first time you are hearing about intramuscular fat, anabolic resistance, and muscle quality decline, you are not alone. Most people are still training with outdated information. If you want more science-based breakdown like this, please subscribe. And if you've been wondering about which supplements you could take to rebuild your muscles and win the battle against sarcopenia, you might want to watch this particular video next, where I break that down in detail and give you the #1 supplement every man over 40 should take. I'm sure you'll find it valuable. Well, now let's make this practical. What you will need is 4 weeks. Week 1 to 2, 3 structured meals per day, each with sufficient protein, 2 full resistance training sessions, 3 zone 2 sessions of 30 minutes each. Weeks 3 to 4, you should increase to 3 resistance sessions, increase zone 2 cardio to 45 minutes instead of 30, and you should maintain protein consistency. What you should notice is not just weight change, but your muscle feel more responsive under tension, especially during the lowering phase. That is improved neuromuscular efficiency and adaptation, and that is the direction we want. To wrap this up, let's say that marble muscle effect doesn't reverse by accident, but it can be improved significantly with the right stimulus. Your body isn't broken, it is responding to a different biological state. And once you understand that, you stop guessing and start adapting. If you are ready to train with that understanding, come back below. And by the way, as a man over 40, if you've been wondering what could happen to your muscle if you stop exercise for 2 weeks knowing you're already fighting sarcopenia, click on this video where I break it down to you and give you 1 tip to apply when you can't exercise. I'm Dr. Ngoundi, age on your own term, and I'll see you in the next video.